How's it going, everybody? This is Jared for Triple D Maple today. It is Thursday, January 12th. We're out here working the Sugarbush. I have a doctor's appointment later today, so out here working the Sugarbush before my doctor's appointment. Rain last night. I think it's probably like 35 degrees or so right now. We're out here in the Sugarbush replacing spouts again and inspecting lines. And I want to take a minute to show what we're up against on the Sugarbush. So last year we had a lot of trouble with ash trees, tops falling out of them, limbs coming down on the lines, causing leaks, messing with the vacuum. Like, it was almost an everyday occurrence that a limb would come down and we would lose vacuum. So we had the Amish come in here last spring. I think they were here in May, and take out, cut down the ash, take the logs out, and get as many of them out as they could. They're a little bit more selective than I would have liked them to be, but whatever. They do it with horses. We used our tractor a little bit to help them out, and I haven't quite figured it out, because sometimes they take a tree that's whatever size, and the next time they leave it. So, or there's a tree that looks straight and they don't take it. But anyway, so we had them do a lot of that. Well, we're just working here, and I came across this one. I'm going to show you guys this tree. This is what we were trying to avoid, but I'm not sure if this tree actually fell down before the Amish were in here or not, but this isn't really an area that I don't think they came back in this far. It's probably not an area definitely not an area that would be easy to get the log out of, because we're right over here on the farthest main line on the property line, and in order to get this tree out, if they would have been able to cut it, they would have really had to go mess with a lot of sap lines. So that's probably why it's not here. They probably didn't even come over here. But anyway, we're going to show you what we got. So here we are. This ash tree is down on two separate 1-inch main lines. And you can see it broke off, 8 feet or so off the ground, broke off. And it looks like the whole thing came down. You see over there, the top broke off. It split in two as it took that line out. But this one here, that line is pretty bad right there. We're going to have to get that cut out, get the line out of there. And we're probably going to have to cut out a section of line and, I don't know, splice a piece in there. I'm not sure if it's ever going to be okay to do. And of course, you're going to cut that out of there and splice in a piece. It's probably going to take two splices, which I definitely don't want to do. We buy our line in 2,000-foot rolls. So these lines run all the way. This one runs all the way up over the hill to the road, and goes down over there. You can see all the lines going into the booster. That's where it goes, all the way up over the hill without any splices at all. And you just don't want to splice them if you don't have to. It can be an area that you could have a leak. The fitting, people used to use plastic fittings, and they would break after a while. I'm going to use stainless steel to do it if I do it, and the problem is, if you take that, if it's kinked so bad that you can't fix it, might get lucky and it might have one kink in it real tight, and I can take it and cut that kink out, and it will be small enough that a splice would fit in there, and it wouldn't be any damaged line on either side of it. But the other scenario would be, it's not the case, it's got like a double kink or something like that, or it's pretty long and flattened. Then we're going to have to replace a piece, and the only way to replace a piece would be to do two splices. So we're going to tackle that another day. Today we're just going to keep going up over here looking for other damage while we replace the spouts. And I don't know if we're going to make another video later or not, but we'll probably show some more damage, I guess. We'll probably make a little bit longer video. So that's what we have for now. All right, guys, we're back. It's a few days since the other video. We're just gonna kind of link some videos together to show you some of the things we have to go through to get our Sugarbush ready for the tapping season. So I'm down here at a different spot. This is where, if you watch the other video where I was cutting off spouts, this is one of the trees that fell down on the line. So it's a beech tree that fell down. I'm going to show you that, and we're going to show you how we're going to fix it, just so you get an idea what we're going to go through. So here's the line. So got the main line right here. That up there, the big tree, that's the anchor. That's the end of the line. And right here is where the beech tree fell down on the line. Okay. And then if you look down there, I think there's 2 or 3 more down. They're all beech trees that came down on the line. So they got the line pushed right down to the ground. But here, I want to show you this. So this is like the almost end of the line. I mean, there's literally 3-4 trees on the end there. So you can see what it did to the line. It flattened it. Okay. But it did not, did not cut it, didn't break it, didn't do anything that's going to put any holes into it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take our channel locks and we're going to just gently squeeze that and try to get it back to be as round as we can get it. I mean, the vacuum's still going to go through it. The sap's still going to go through it. It's at the end of the line. It doesn't have to, carry a whole lot of sap or vacuum, really. So we're just going to crush it back into being round if we can. And that's the nice thing about maple tubing. I mean, it's not quite as dense as water pipe, but you could probably do this with water pipe too. So that's what we're going to do, and I'll show you what we get when we're done. I can't camera and do that both. Okay, here's the results. You see, it's almost back to its original shape. It's got a little bit of a dent in there, but it's definitely real close to being back to how it was. The sap's going to go through there just fine. Vacuum's going to go through there just fine. I just took my channel locks, started up here, just kind of go down through there, squeezing it a bunch of times to get it back to the form it was. This is not a fix we would do all the time, but it is a fix we would do out here where we're like almost the end of the line. We're within, 30 feet of the end of the line. There's only a couple trees at the end of the line, so it's not like this line has to transfer a maximum amount of sap or vacuum, really. And the other option would be to splice it, which takes, means to cut it and put a coupler in there. And, anytime you splice a line and put a coupler in or a fitting in, you use clamps and things, and that is a potential place where you could have a leak. We do not want to splice our main lines anywhere that's not necessary. Okay? This line goes all the way from here to the sugar house without any splices in it. So that's a good quick fix for that one. And we'll show you some more later. All right, guys, how's it going? This is Jared, Triple D Maple. We're out in the Sugarbush working today. It is Wednesday, January 25th, and we're getting a little bit of a snowstorm. Was planning on linking these videos together a little bit quicker, but this is going to be the video to finish up this video about working in the Sugarbush. It's kind of like a couple short videos together. We'll do some more later, but it is coming down pretty good right now. I had the day off from work last night. My wife and I went to Syracuse to watch North Carolina play Syracuse. We got home about 2:15 in the morning, and so I took the day off. My wife got me the tickets for Christmas, so that's pretty cool. My first time ever watching North Carolina play in person. So we're out here, and we're actually going through replacing drops. So the drops are, they get bacteria and stuff in them. I think I talked about that before. So we're out here replacing drops. When we went through replacing spouts, we cut off any drops that we wanted to replace. And then we come back through with the drops and our tools and a few supplies, and we make repairs and replace the drops all at once. So I'm standing here by a tree, that the line doesn't go to the tree anymore. It was actually chewed. So I'm going to show you that and show you the drops and the process. I don't have any way to actually video putting it together right now, but I'm just going to kind of explain it a little bit and then put this one together and get on with some more before we quit today. I'm going to have to quit to probably go plow snow, but we'll see if we can get this camera turned around here and we'll show you what we're looking at. All right, so this is the line, the lateral line going to the saddle. It's actually unhooked from the saddle right here. So this is what we call the saddle right there. The line's unhooked and it is on the ground right here. And it looks like some kind of critter chewed on that pretty good. So we're going to replace this whole thing from the tree back to the main line. We're going to make a loop, go around the tree. This tree is just big enough. Actually, it's plenty big enough for 2 taps. So we're going to do 2 taps on it. And these are our drops right here laying in the snow. They're all pre-cut drops. So on the bottom is your T connector that carries the sap through the lateral line from the tree to the main line over there. And then at the top you have your polycarbonate spout. So this tree is going to get 2 taps. One of them is going to be a open T, which is a black one. The other one's going to be a green T, which is plugged on one side, which forces the sap to only go one direction from the tree. So instead of making it go around the tree. So that's what we're doing. We'll have some more videos for you shortly, I'm sure. But thanks for checking in. Like and subscribe this video. And stay tuned for more. Have a great day.